Hey guys, going to Boston Market on Thanksgiving here with another video. Today, I have a dope, sick, self-working card trick that you could use to get some of the ladies. Magic will never get you ladies. Magic will never get you the affection of the opposite sex. So if you came here for that purpose, you might as well just leave. Just go. Just go. No one wants you, which is why you're here looking up videos on how to get ladies. So go. 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 Knock, knock. Who is it? The door. So you could leave. Get out of here. Knock, knock. Who is it? It's still the door. You need to leave. But this is a self-working card trick that you could do that allows you to send a prediction to their phone before the whole thing even starts. So without any further interruptions, let's get into it harder than realizing that magic is a temporary escape from inevitable death. So for this trick in particular, you're going to need to crouch down very awkwardly on whatever surface you have available, because you're going to have to show the spectator a trick and you need a little bit of a surface. So I recommend getting nice and short shorts and bending down in a very awkward position so that they can't help but look at your crotch when you're doing the trick. You grab your favorite deck of playing cards and you make sure they don't shuffle it. You make sure they don't shuffle it because, there's an extensive setup. But before this trick starts, you send the spectator a little bit of a text on your phone. You send them a little bit of a hot picture and you say, "Hey, sir, what I need you to do is to not open that. As a matter of fact, if you open it, you're probably going to die a slow death where your organs start changing places with each other and then they connect to the wrong places. So I suggest you don't open up the picture that I just sent you on your phone. But you send them the picture and now you're ready to go. So here you have the spectator cut anywhere they want from the deck. Again, they could cut high, they could cut low. It really doesn't matter, honestly. It doesn't matter because people are going to send you text messages anyways while you're trying to shoot videos. So it's irrelevant at this point. You just might as well just let it go and wait for all the noise to... All right, there you go. So you have the spectator deal cards into a pile on the table and you inform them that they could deal from the top, from the middle, from the bottom. They could shuffle the pile if they want, but ultimately they stop wherever it is that they want. Let's say they happen to stop right there. That's a great choice. Then you tell the spectator, do me a favor, deal a card over here and then deal another card over here. And then go back and forth, sir. Go back and forth until you have completely exhausted the pile that you've dealt to. And I want you to notice that you could have really dealt from anywhere. You could have cut anywhere. This is really all up to you, sir. But you happen to have stopped on a 2 and an 8. A 2 and an 8. That's actually kind of nuts. And I don't know if you know this, sir, but if you add up 2 and 8, that gives us, that gives us 10. That gives us 10 because last time I checked, when you take 2 and then you add it to 8, it gives you a 10, a sum total of 10. So what I want you to do, sir, is take this remaining half and deal the cards. Just face up, might as well. Deal the cards and deal 10 cards. So spectator deals 10 cards. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And they put this pile on top. And of course, that leaves the King of Hearts on top. All random scenarios here, sir. These are things that nobody could have ever predicted in the world. But guess what? Remember, I sent you a picture from before we started. I sent you a nice little bit of a message. And sir, before we started, when you look at your phone, that's the picture you see. The King of Hearts, the 8 of Hearts, and the 2 of Diamonds. Thus showing that you, sir, are capable of being manipulated, honestly, because this is really what this is. This is an experiment in how easy and frail your free will is. So I really hope that this makes you question your life choices from now on. Oh, hey there. Hey there. How you doing? This episode is actually sponsored by the brand new Unentitled project. You could check it out in the link below. And also take the time there to check out any of the other projects that your boy has come out with for the explicit purpose of trying to get money, but also trying to give some hot magic back to purchasers. There are some hot ones down there, and oh boy, I can't wait for you to get burned. Not metaphorically, burned metaphorically. And I don't mean like ripped off. I mean because they're hot. So they're, just check them out. Just check. Oh boy. So for this trick, you need a little bit of a setup, as you could see by my step situation here. You need a little bit of a setup and you'll be good to go. Also, you need to get the cards in this position and take a photo. So you need to get the cards in this position with whatever cards you want to use and take a picture of it. And that's going to be your prediction. So here, I just took a picture of the 8 of hearts, the 2 of diamonds, and the king of hearts in this sort of situation. And then that's the picture that you're going to send to the spectator. Do you need to do that? No, you really don't. But it's if you want to trick them into getting their phone number and then texting them sporadically throughout the night about your hopes and desires and end up on the front page of Our Cringe, then you could definitely do that. But for this particular experiment, we're going to use it with that as a little bit of a prediction to add a kicker. Oh boy. So now it's very simple. It's very simple what we're going to do. We're going to combine the use of a very, very old force that I first saw done by Daryl in his untouched routine, as a matter of fact. And you're also going to combine it with the idea of just having a spectator cut the cards. That's really what sets everything up. I'll explain it in more detail now. So ultimately, you need to have 2 cards that add up to each other here. Easily, I use an 8 and a 2, which adds up to 10. And the only other thing you need to do is grab a deck and make sure that the card that you want to end up predicted is 10 from the face of the pack here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You want to make sure that it's here so that when the spectator deals to it, they could deal down 10 cards, drop this, and it's going to match your prediction. So these 2 cards go on top and you are ready to go. That's it. That's all it's going to take for you to do this hot trick. Let me get into a more comfortable position here. I hope it's not too distracting. But here, you're going to have the spectator cut the cards about half. Now, what this does is that it sets you up for later because remember, this lower half is going to be the half that contains the king. Now, usually when I do this little bit of a number thing where they deal down, I like to say, go ahead and shuffle the cards if you want throughout the dealing, or deal from the top, from the middle, from the bottom. Now, had I had the spectator do that with a whole deck, guess what? That would ruin the setup with the king. So you have them cut, and that circumvents that whole situation. So now when the spectator cuts the half, you're going to have them deal the cards onto a pile, and you're going to wait for them to deal the first 2 cards, which is the 8 and the 2. And now you tell them, sir, you can even shuffle the cards as you deal them. So you can mix them up. You could shuffle them as much as you want. You could deal them from the top, from the middle, from the bottom. It doesn't matter. But stop dealing whenever it feels right to you. So they stop dealing whenever it feels right to them. And guess what? Because of their inadequate memory as spectators, what's going to happen is that they're not going to remember that they dealt those first 2 cards first. They're not going to remember that. They're marginally special. So they're going to think that they had the ability to shuffle the cards from the very beginning. And next, you're going to give another instruction that I picked up from Michael Amar when it came to a similar plot. And instead of telling them to deal the packets back and forth, spectators might not understand that. So you say, do me a favor, deal the top card over here, and then deal the next card over here, and then go back and forth. That's an easier instruction for them to understand. But you notice when they do this, guess what? The 2 cards that you previously placed are going to be on top of the deck, son. They're going to be on top of the deck. So here, also, you want to make sure that the cards end up in order in performance. And now, I didn't do that. You want to make sure that they end in order so it matches the picture. I didn't do that because I'm too busy thinking of all the cough syrup that I'm going to ingest after this. So once the spectator has done that, one thing that I should have mentioned earlier is that you want to make sure that when you have the spectator cut off the packet that you're left holding is going to be face up on the table. The reason for that is because when you hand that packet to them to deal the 10 cards, when you add these 2 up, you want it to be face up because obviously the setup is with the card face up. So it makes more sense to just hand it to them and say, yeah, you could deal it face up. It doesn't matter. It's just a little bit of a touch, a little bit of an optimization there. So now you're gonna have them deal the sum of these two cards, which is 8 and 2. So that's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You haven't placed this half on top. And now you have a situation that matches the prediction that you had sent them on their phone. So you have a nice little bit of a kicker here, and it's self-working. It's self-working apart from that. God, oh man. Oh, I really need to improve on that quad strength. But yeah, you have a nice self-working trick that doesn't really require any work on your end. You send them a text and you just guide them through it. And it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy. That's a wonderful trick and a great experiment in social isolation. You guys, man, you guys really know how to pick them here on Pigcake. That's a trick, man. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to do? You guys want to chat it up? Well, hit me up, man. Hit me up on the Instagram. Hit me up on the Twitter. I'm there. Make sure to leave a comment below talking about your favorite style and preparation for a sandwich. And I'll be sure to read those. I think that's pretty much it. Check the project. Check the project. That really helps out tremendously, guys. You don't know. You don't. I mean, you do know, but you don't know. I'm gonna go figure out different ways to use a fake pair of Sperry shoes as a way of guiding spectators towards finding a religious purpose in their life. Oh.
When I see you again, 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 when I see you again.